Oh, good evening, everybody. It's 9 o'clock on a Wednesday night Pacific time, and we always get excited about coming to this call to just touch base and see how everybody's doing with their iTeracare one. But we're excited because Miss Eileen is back, and look at you. You're beautiful. Oh my gosh. You must got dressed up just so you could feel better.
Yes, I really am so happy to.
Yeah.
Yes,
How are you feeling?
I'm 5% good. I have a
Okay.
little bit of that cold, but
Yes,
yeah,
yeah. I can still hear it in your voice.
yeah.
Well,
But
we're glad. Thank you for coming, Eileen. I didn't expect you to come. I thought you'd be sleeping.
Can we mute the iPhone so I can hear
Yeah, let
everybody?
me see where that noise is coming
It's
from.
the iPhone.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep.
Guys, I am going to ask that you mute your line if you have some backdrop noise. It helps our meeting go so much smoother. But gosh, we have some new faces and new names here. We'd love to know who you are and where you're tuning in from. My name's Rami Martin. I'm tuning in from Bend, Oregon, and I am just the co-host for this Wednesday night. Just glad that you all are joining me. Who else? We always open up with sharing just some good news. If your experience with the one, maybe you are coming here because someone suggested you tune in and learn a little bit more about it. We'd love to know what inspired you to attend.
All right, tomorrow you tell.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Okay, everybody's being shy, Miss Eileen. Oh
No,
my goodness. Oh, I
we're
see my friend John Wallace on the call. John, thank you for joining us. I know all of our circle of friends have been talking to you about the iTeracare One, and here you are wanting to learn about it. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Absolutely.
Yes, yes. Well, there's a lot of us on this call who have already experienced the iTeracare One. I am for one. I will give an update on my progress. As many of you know, my husband had a stroke 6 years ago. I know for you, those of you who come always hear my same story over and over again, but I did want you to know that Vince has been using the charged water ever since probably November or December consistently, and I try to give him treatments as often as I can. But recently, in the last 3, 4 weeks, is when he said his first words to me. And I think Vince never spoke for 6 years, and he's paralyzed on the right side of his body. So um, uh, one morning, Vince literally said the words "Good morning" to me. You can imagine how that just blew my mind. And I just know that those neuroplasticity is working in his brain, and there's new pathways that are being burned through this process. I would have never thought that. But most recently, I did film him saying my name, Raimi, and saying my son's name, Koa, and saying hello.
oh,
Every time I hear it, I just want to cry because I haven't heard his voice for so many years, and I just know that something is going on in his body, and so that is why I'm here. Because if that can do that for Vince Martin, I know it can for many others. But we'd love to hear before we jump into our call any other testimonies of your experience with the one. This is a great time to share good news.
I'll do my testimony later.
Yes, yeah, you've got a long list of testimony. Oh my. Okay. All right. I guess everybody's being kind of shy, Eileen. Eileen, I did pick out some videos and things, but you might have some
No,
thoughts
I
on what
love
you would love to.
I love you to show those videos because everything for us is something to learn. Everything for us is something to improve. That's why we want to gather together and contribute. I was just listening to another speaker, and I am again I'm inspired, and He was talking about, again, of course, the benefit and the technology. But yes, please show us new things.
Excellent. Well, this video, I'm going to share a clip from this gentleman, Nathan, that is a fabulous speaker. And this is fresh, about 7 days. And I'm going to fast forward it to this section on 8:35. There's so much good content in here. So I kind of had to pick what part I wanted to share with you, but let's take a listen to this right here.
Vibration creates regeneration of cells and increase of cellular energy. Isn't it amazing? Resonance creates vibration, and this vibration again regenerates the cell energy of our cells. Now, resonance, if you can see here on the video, if there's the same frequency on that particular object, there is what we call vibration. Again, resonance, particular frequency of the same frequency affects the vibration of that object. Therefore, resonance creates vibration. Now, the terahertz frequency, which is in the iTeracare, resonates with the same frequency as of the normal human cells. Therefore, because of this particular frequency that generates vibration, our cells begins to vibrate in millions of vibration per second, regenerating and recharging the cells in our physical body. That is the long and short of this presentation. Now, Bruce Lipton said that every cell in our body is a battery. Correct. We are made of cells, trillions of cells, and they're called mini batteries. Now, the idea is if the cell's energy is low and weak, we are sickly and we are in the state of disease. If the cell's energy are high, we're healthy. And if it's gone, you're basically dead. It's all about energy. Now, vibrational medicine is the future of medicine. This is what the great Albert Einstein said 80 years ago. He said that the future of medicine is frequency. Guys, we are already in the era of energy medicine. This is the power where you can restore, rebalance, and reharmonize the energy flow in your physical bodies. Now, I want to show you a video just to give you an idea.
This video is very powerful, and I am going to put this video in our Telegram channel for you to take a listen to. But I am going to fast forward because we often like to start our sessions by looking at the testimonies from people who have been using this device. So let's take a listen to a few of these
testimonies today. And again, this is not gimmick, Photoshop. This is not to convince you so you can buy the iTeracare. This is to show to you that this device has changed and has helped a lot of people all over the world. Let me show you with this first one. Now, this is Mr. Sheikh Dr. Ismail Qasim Al-Fakir Ilala. He is a Jimenez, means he is really honored as one of the top, like a pope in the Muslim community. He is featured in the Time magazine, all right? He has a lot of global influence. He has a lot of followers, millions of them all over the world. He's met with presidents, prime ministers all over the world. As you can see, this man is highly respected in his field as a spiritual guru, as an imam in the Muslim community. Now, but he has a problem. His leg has this really painful problem. He's unable to walk. And the doctor said, we're going to cut this. We're going to amputate this, because it's eating your flesh. Now, someone, somewhere, posted the iTeracare in the social media, and his secretary found it. So he contacted them. In other words, they were able to experience iTeracare. They've done the first demonstration. Now, this first therapy, as you can see, a box of tissue was finished because the liquid, the fluid from the leg started to gush out like a faucet, you know. They have to dry it out. When they started blowing this liquid, the pus started to be removed. And guess what happens? It felt so good. After few therapies and several therapies, he got better. Look at his leg. Got better. The wounds healed, the wounds closed, the pus was removed, and he was able to walk better. Because of that, he asked to meet the owner of the company, Dr. Stephen Lai. And he said, can you appoint me as a global product ambassador? The owner of the company, Private International, immediately signed the contract, making him the global product ambassador. Now, and from that day on, he started sharing this iTeracare to all his followers all over the world. Amazing. He's like the evangelist of the iTeracare. And in fact, he gave his testimony during the first year anniversary in Malaysia. That was last Sunday. Oh my gosh, we were so blessed. This guy is on fire, even with his age. And he shares this to all over the world, to his followers. And the finale was he lifted the iTeracare to one of the biggest mosques. And he said, this iTeracare is a gift from God. For him to say that, that is something, guys. That is something for us to look into. All right. Severe pain on the leg and the back that is suffered by this lady for over 4 years. This lady was in pain, and in fact, his knee, they have this fluid in the knee that when they extract this fluid, it's almost a half full. All right. And it makes this very inconvenient, so painful. They have to spend so much money to do surgery. As you can see, when she sits down, she is in pain. When she gets up on bed, she is in pain. That pain has been going on for 4 years. And someone introduced the iTeracare. And after just using the iTeracare for 10 days, look at her. She's walking so like, oh my gosh, this put me into tears because I know this lady. And today, she is an active distributor of the iTeracare and sharing this to all his family and friends all over the world. Amazing result. We've got hair color and growth. If you're asking regeneration of cells, here you go. The hair that's white turned black after 2 months of using the iTeracare. And we've got here bone cartilage growth, regrowth. This is an x-ray taken by the doctor. As you can see, there is a bone to bone, all right, before using the iTeracare. And after using the iTeracare for 6 weeks, I was also surprised that the cartilage grew back. Wow, this is in 6 weeks. This is to show to you that the frequency can regenerate those cells back again for growth and for healing. That is amazing. We got rheumatoid arthritis, guys. This lady is unable to close and open her hands, but after 15 minutes of using the iTeracare, she's able to open and close her hands. Varicose veins in just 2 months, gone using the iTeracare device. Isn't that amazing? We've got aneurysm of this 28-year-old man, young man, very young, but because of the aneurysm, he was almost in a vegetative state and was admitted to one of the most expensive hospitals in the Philippines. All right. And a friend of mine went to his place, started blowing, guys, all right, with declaration. And again, here, thoughts and feelings. While he was blowing, he was saying, every cell in your body is healthy. You're going to walk again. And guess what happens? After 5 days of using the iTeracare device, this is another wonderful, heartfelt story right here. He's able to walk. And guys, after 10 days, he was discharged from the hospital. And today is really getting better every single time. Now, this is ascites disease. Like the fluid gets stored in her body. And it looks like she's pregnant, but she's not pregnant. She has this disease called ascites disease and renal immune disorder. Now, this has been going on and it's been there for years. It's very uncomfortable. She's in pain. She cannot sleep well. It is really making a toll on her physical body. But guys, after 7 weeks, it took her a long time. Something happened. The fluid went out from her navel, belly button, and this one basin was filled with these bubbles. These are protein. Oh, wow. And yeah, this is the great part. After 3 months, she's well. She's working like a normal mother in the house. And I just heard last week that she found a job and she's working back to normal life. This iTeracare has changed her life. We've got broken knee. This guy had an accident in one of the malls in the Philippines called SM Naga. And this happened 2 years ago. And after that, all right, he's in pain, unable to stretch his leg. He cannot stretch his leg. Every time he sleeps, it has to be bent that way. And he was in pain. All right. And again, my friend went there, started doing the demonstration. After 30 minutes, guess what happened? He sat down and he wants to walk. My friend said, no, you cannot do that. And after 14 days, he's better. All right. He went to the same mall where he had the accident, brought his family, and he said, bro, I'm getting better thanks to iTeracare. 2 years locked in the room. After using it for 14 days, he was able to go out and live his life again. This device has really changed lives. We've got COVID vaccine. I know this is a very sensitive topic to most people, especially those who are vaccinated. But this is to show you guys that this guy, after his COVID vax injection, all right, he had this 17 weeks of problem, like he's unable to walk and balance. And on top of that, he has eczema, the skin problems. He was in this state. His wife was in tears and crying. The family was so concerned. This is the side effects of the COVID vax. And a lot of people have this problem, all right? Now, someone introduced iTeracare, and guess what happened? After 3 days of blowing, this guy started to walk down the stairs. And on the 15th day, as you can see, there was none to nothing of that shaking and tremor after 15 days. And today, he is one of the evangelists, one of the warriors, and he shares this iTeracare to a lot of his friends, those who are COVID vax injured, and his community is growing together with him and his wife. I'm very proud of this, guys. All right, keep doing what you're doing. Affect more lives, all right, using the iTeracare. We've got this 3-year-old girl who has meningitis and sepsis. This is not just an ordinary type of infection. You know what I mean? This little girl They thought that she's not going to make it. They have to insert a tube, a hose, an NGT for her to survive and eat. And the parents was like almost hopeless. And again, this lady who holds the microphone is holding the microphone. She is the Pedra. She has the iTeracare, and she said, why don't you try this device? They started using, and in a matter of weeks, this little girl is better. And today, she's a normal little girl you can see running around, playing, and her life is still full ahead of her. So thanks to this pediatrician and thanks to iTeracare. All right, we've got kidney failure. Creatinine level went down from 8.2 to 2.8 in using this iTeracare and drinking the charged water. This happens in 2 months' time. And so these guys from having 3 to 2 times of dialysis, now it's a month, once in a month dialysis. And these lives are changed because of the iTeracare. So if you know someone who have kidney problems, kidney failure, who has dialysis, guys, you can highly recommend this product because it can definitely help them. We've got skin problems. This device is so effective to help relieve skin problems. We've got this severe psoriasis. All right. This is a mother of a friend. You can see on September, and after 2 months, 95% better. They have used a lot of dermas and creams and all the sort to no effect. But after using the iTeracare in just 2 months, and today she's well and better. Now, we have skin disorder for 3 years. The red patches on the skin got better in 4 days. Another psoriasis with this little girl. Wow. In 4 months' time, using the Pro, baby skin is back. We've got vitiligo case got better after 5 months, and scalp psoriasis better in 5 days' time. Wow, amazing. Now we've got instant result in just 30 minutes. You can do this. All right, amazing result. It's like a beauty salon, natural reverse anti-aging. As you can see, those lines on the eyes gone in 30 minutes. All right, we've got this glowing effect on the face, and dark spot on the eyes also gone. Wow, amazing. And I'm talking about 30 minutes of using and blowing on the face. We've got this guy, his name is Mr. Shankar. All right, I took a photo with him. This was in India. And you know what the doctor told him? You have a colorectal immune disorder or cancer. The doctor said, you're not going to live more than 6 months, man. All right, you're going to say bye-bye. But he's a warrior, and he said, no. All right, and then luckily, someone introduced the iTeracare. He started blowing it on his colon area crazy, like 5 to 10 times every day, and drinking a lot of charged water. And guess what happened? After 6 months, he went back to the doctor, and the doctor was surprised. What did you do? You are cancer-free. That is amazing. All right, now, let me show you a review by James Ive. This was done in June 2020. A research done by Riken Center of Advanced Photonics. They have discovered that terahertz can somehow offer a potential treatment for cancer. Again, this is science. And science is now using the terahertz for a lot of health benefits and a lot of health and wellness aspects. All right, this is truly amazing. We've got the last one here. This was 2 weeks ago. The priest already came to the house to offer the soul of this dying lady. As you can see, the priest already prayed. And for some reason, the son said, hey, I have a device. Why don't we try blowing and using this device on our grandmother? All right, they started blowing it for hours and hours. Guess what? After several hours, she's back to life. Look at her. Look at her. She started dancing. All right, there's a phone with the music. She started dancing. And this is to show you guys that this device can truly help even with this state. Until today, she's still alive. Until today, she's still alive. This is such an amazing, amazing result. iTeracare is really giving back that cells, that's energy, giving back the life that is needed. All right, amazing.
Wow. Woo. That's a recent reel of testimonials. Some of them we've seen before, but Miss Eileen, you got to hear some of these firsthand, didn't you?
Yes, when I was in Malaysia, I was so shocked. This sheikh, this imam, okay, he was sitting on a wheelchair in front, and he was talking about becoming a brand ambassador. Okay, so and he was using as he's doing the one, he has 4 bodyguards at his back. 4. So he's sitting down, and he has 4 bodyguards at his back on stage. And he was talking about how it has improved everything in it. And then finally at the end, he stand up and walked in front, and all those bodyguards were just shook, went up to him and hold him. No, I can stand. And he said, this is because of iTeracare. This device made me stand up and walk Oh my God.
Wow.
All of you know, Malaysia is almost a Muslim country. Indonesia, Vietnam, most of them. There, it's only the Philippines that is a part of the Christian nation there. So can you imagine how important this person to them, sharing that iTeracare? Everyone was like, "Huh?" So we're just really, really surprised and blessed about that. Was just one testimony shown there. That's all.
Wow.
And the inspiration, uh the scientists we were able to video his commitment to improve on this technology. And he's also a very, he's I would say a very I would say a genius, or a scientist that is really into terahertz and into helping our humanity, or each and every one of us. He's not the scientist that is looking for something that is like for a big project. He's a scientist that, can I help you? Can I help you? Can I help you? So it's like a personal touch for every person that uses this. It represents his touch, his invention. So it's like, wow, you can feel the heart of that scientist. That is what I went there for. And then, of course, the explanation of Mr. Nathan was really exceptional, and he was just he calls me Tita Eileen. So Tita, when he saw me, oh my God, he was just all over me, embracing. Thank you, you're here. Thank you, you're here. I was just so blessed. All of them, they're all young people. Okay, and but yeah, and
Wow.
the product knowledge, and then of course they launch new products. But yeah, one thing good I've experienced, I brought a pro, and I was using it there because I had it, the first time I bought it was made in it was a 110 voltage, so I was using it there. But I didn't realize that the voltage of, I think it was of Malaysia, that is too strong. uh Something was cut, or the and it starts the fire in my pro. Oh, I said, oh my God. And so it cut off the light in my hotel room.
Oh,
Okay. And then I said, oh, but I was using it for my hair, so that I'm blowing my hair, drying my hair, so that the next morning I will not do it anymore. But it's almost dry. So then I went down and told the hotel front desk that my electricity in my room just stopped working. So they went and said, and they said, "Oh, mom, you better use our blower. The hotel uses hair blower, right? Oh, you have to use our hair. Oh, never mind. I'm done with it." The electrician said, "You might have a very powerful blower. You have a powerful blower. Why did it trip off?" Okay. And then, so I called the office, sent the messages, and immediately the next day they replaced my pro.
wow.
They replaced it
Miss
immediately.
Eileen, could you explain? Because there's a lot of folks who may only know about the classic, and that
Oh,
is that red device. So your reference to Pro, please.
yeah. Okay. This is what we have as classic. Okay. This one is the model of 2021. This is the 21 model. The 2019 model is the Pro. That is it's a heavy duty, it's for professional, and well, it's 10 times more, I would believe it's 10 times more powerful, plus the wattage is also more powerful. It's like 1200. And the effect, I use the Pro here in the United States, but our voltage was like 110. But then when I use it there, it was like woo, woo. There's really power. There's really power, but less noise, and it's kind of expensive. It's 3,800. So, but the one thing good about it is that you can really feel that it will last long. It will last long, and the effect is, I would say, faster, faster, because I was just, this is just my understanding. Okay, when the blower blows to the skin, it has that power that brings in more terahertz frequency. So I was also using the premium, and the premium is kind of like it's a softer, no less noise, and it's low noise, and not too, the blowing is significant, but I would say the Pro is really special, and you can avail of this for free. You save your product redemption bonus, save it, and I tell you, get the Pro. Save for the Pro. If you can buy the Pro, very good. But if you don't have the budget, save it. Save all your product redemption bonus. There's a way to avail of it, and we will discuss this. I would recommend that we can discuss this, Miss Remy, next week. We can discuss the business opportunity that is included here. It might not be here in the United States, but we can avail of it because we were able to purchase this. We were able to purchase the iTeracare, or we can set up a new time for our business plan. But this time, I'm encouraging because I was surprised. Miss Remy, you put some of my videos in the YouTube. Okay, I received this message. Hi, Miss Eileen. I've been searching for you, and then I have watched your video, and I have watched four others, and you were the fifth. And I was looking for your name, and there were so many Eileen Lee. And then I found out. I asked them, each one of them, if they are the one with iTeracare, and no one respond except you. I'm living in Italy.
Oh my. Oh,
So the YouTube has reached Italy.
exciting.
Can you imagine? And then I have not used it, but I want to talk to you first so that I can, so I will schedule a messenger meeting with her on Saturday morning.
Oh, good.
But can you imagine? I have so many family in Italy, and I am 20 years living in Italy. so, so I want to know more about it.
Wow.
So
That's
I encourage you to list down all your family members wherever they are, your friends, and then share to them about this iTeracare, this business, or this miracle one, or this God's one, because truly we're helping. We're 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 not doing business, but we are in a helping business, in a sharing something that is of the latest, something that is will benefit them and will really truly change lives.
I love the fact that it starts with the water, and
Yeah.
that's something that we can do easily and consistently. Would you speak to charging water and why that is so important and how to do it? If you would actually show them, that'd be powerful.
Okay. I have here a glass of water, and then I have here the iTeracare. What we do is we charge. Okay, I read something that it's only 1 minute, but I have this scientific report from a terahertz treatment that says it's 3 minutes. And I've been using it for 3 minutes. And my mind and my heart is comfortable with the 3 minutes. Whether it's 1 glass or 1 gallon, I use it for 3 minutes. So you just have to charge your water for 3 minutes. For me, I'm more comfortable with that. 3 minutes, it changes the molecular structure of the water. By the way, the molecular structure of the water is clusters. They are in clusters. Okay. I don't so when it's clusters, imagine if it's clusters and it goes to your and you drink it and it goes to your cell. If there are 20 molecules or 20 molecules in clusters of water, it cannot penetrate the cellular immediately. But if it is linear, which is where terahertz frequency converts from structure of a cluster of molecules to a linear, then the water molecule can easily enter our cell, each of our cell, and it increases. Okay, it increases. So if it's linear, praise God, it can energize immediately our body. Can you imagine the terahertz frequency? What like was saying, the vibration, okay, the frequency energy and the vibration, and it resonates when you drink the charged water. It immediately to the cellular. It immediately resonates to the cellular level. So what are the benefits when you drink a terahertz charged water? First, we have to use it before and after our protocol. When you blow, we have a blowing guide. When you blow your body, we need first to do the water, and after we blow, we drink the water again. Why? First, so when you start with the water, there are 5 benefits that you get from a charged terahertz water. Number 1, it becomes linear. When it's linear, it easily goes through our cellular level or our cells. Okay. Number 2, it creates viscosity. It lowers the viscosity of the fluids in our body. Our body is made up of 70% of water. Okay, so can you imagine if 70% of our water is charged by terahertz? So it's activated, it's activating, it's energizing each and every cell in your body. So if you drink it regularly, 600 times, okay, it will lower the viscosity of your blood. For example, if you are hypertensive, for example, you are hypertensive and this is your veins or your artery, okay? Most hypertensive people, they're taking their hypertensive medicine because they have poor expanding, they have the poor ability to expand their artery or their veins. It's poor, okay? So it's hardened. Sometimes it's hardened with plaque. Okay, if you do the blower, you energize the cell in the veins and the arteries. You also, when you drink the water, it will go fast and as we the terahertz frequency and the iTeracare device empowers the body to self-heal. So if these veins are energized, okay, it will start to work on its own by cleansing and energizing the area where it is energizing. For example, this is covered with plaque. So these veins around here used to be hardened, but then now it will soften. It will start to remove all those plaque in around the veins, and then the blood will cleanse it. The blood pressure or the blood circulation is improved by 600 times. Continuous use only of the water, charged water of terahertz. 600 times. Can you imagine? If you drink this 4, 6, 8 times a day, praise God, you are energizing and cleansing. So when you drink the first 8 ounces of water, you drink it, it recharges your body. After you do the protocol and empower your body to self-heal by using the iTeracare device, after the, when you drink again after, it now will detoxify. It will cleanse. One very good testimony for me. I I think it was because I was so excited. I was not sleeping. I was talking to so many people, and so for 10 days I was really, really, really overtired or over fatigued. So when I was in the Philippines and it was so hot, my God, you can see beads of perspiration coming in all over, and it's really, really hot. So from a winter weather to a very, very hot condition, and then when I came back, the first exposure to cold, my God, it really changed. I got colds, I got fever, I got everything. But then the f- the first day was Wednesday. I was able to talk. But then after that, when I went out, I was exposed to too much cold. The next day, I just stayed home because I wasn't feeling well already. But I did lower my body. I heat it. And so I was able to rest. I was just sleeping and sleeping and sleeping. But then colds came out. So I was like under the weather for like what, 4 days. But one thing good is that we can feel the power of the iTeracare and the water. Can you imagine me? I have no, uh, I was not hungry, but I was able to consume, would you believe, 2 gallons? 3.5 liters plus 3.5 liters, almost 2 gallons of water in a day. I was just drinking and drinking and drinking that. And I was not hungry and I was not eating. Okay. Now I've learned to I'm going to start my intermittent fasting because now I have, oh, this water really, really make the difference. So that's one thing I was able to. I had the energy. I was not eating and I was sick, but I was able to drink the water. Okay. So after I'm a little bit stronger, my husband was helping me, taking care of me. Now he was the one sick for 2 days. But then I started doing the blower morning and evening. First, I did the blower. Can you imagine? He vomited. I said, "Oh, that's an immediate detoxification." So, and oh, then he does not felt good. He didn't feel good. So I did give him the water. He does not drink water, as in does not drink and does not believe in our terahertz water. But then I did the blower. He cannot do it because he's so weak. He cannot stand. I was doing the blower. After I did the blower, he felt something. That's good. So immediately in the next 2 days, I had a I had a flu for like what, 5 days. He had a flu in 2 days. Now he's up and about because I did the iTeracare device on him. I would say 8 times. I was able to do it to him 8 times, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. And I made sure I did, excuse me, excuse me, I made sure that I did it to him 30 minutes. That's one thing I learned in all those testimonials. You have to be consciously uh, doing it for like 20 to 30 minutes if you want something to be improved. We have so many things to improve in our body, like we want our skin to improve, our belly to improve, or our weight to be improved, or our area that we need. So we sometimes concentrate on that. But yes, that is a very good concentration, but then we can see the improvement everywhere. But of course, the more important is where we want to be improved. So that was my very, very good experience on the water and the terahertz and in Malaysia. Okay. So I am now more inspired. But when I was sharing it to my old friends, I just did the balance test on them. And then I told them about what has happened to these people. I showed them the testimonials. And wow, we have to have this latest technology. That's just what they want. So I was there. It's very hot. I'm starting to have my colds and coughs already. But then I was able to share it to like 4 people, and they share it to their family, and we were able to get 15 15 iTeracare sold in 2 days. Just 2 days. I didn't do anything in the Philippines. I wanted to be with my children and my family. But in the last days, as I was there like Saturday and Sunday, I did, oh no, Sunday and Monday, I did just one demonstration, and shared, it resulted to 15 people buying it. Can And it's expensive there, not like here. It's the same amount, but I would say we are third world, so it's really expensive when it comes to, but they are willing to invest on the device because they see the benefit it will give them. Okay, so don't forget the charging of your water is very important. This change will change your lifestyle. Truly, it will, and so many things. So good. Okay, Miss Remy, anything else?
Yes, what I'm doing is showing them here in the back of our iTeracare, in our Ohana Telegram channel. There is the blowing guide. If you don't have a copy of it, you can download this PDF here. All right. And so she spoke about starting with your water, and here are some tips on to follow. And I just recommend that you walk through this guide. Would you speak to this protocol for those who are brand new to the iTeracare so they understand when you say do 20 minutes, like what are we doing for 20 minutes?
Okay. First and foremost, you have to charge your water for 3 minutes. Okay. Charge your water. We suggest you use a big glass or a glass. Don't use plastic. Um, the big glass, you can find it maybe in Costco. You just the jar, that's and then you can charge it there. Okay, so you can use it the whole day. At least it's warm. Use with warm water. Use it with warm water. But most of us, uh, because we don't have the, we. I would rather use room temperature water than put it in a microwave. So use it with the room temperature water. Now we start with the blowing with our iTeracare in the hands. The hands or the sole, no, the palm. The palm, it has actually in our palm, we have 60 plus nerve endings in the palm. So we're priming these nerve endings. We're energizing these nerve endings. And also with our palm. Okay? Then we can also start with our feet, the sole of our foot. The sole of our foot, if you see, there's so many organs affected. These are all nerve endings. Our body is one whole body, but they're interconnected. So do you know that our feet is the one that carries the blood to the heart? So if our feet is very healthy and very energized, then it will carry the blood healthily to our heart. Okay? But in the foot, in each sole of the foot, there's 180 nerve endings. in the sole of the foot, and you can see the heart, the stomach in those area. Most of the oriental or the Chinese, they do reflexology. Why? The reflexology in the foot and in the hands and in the ears. Okay, do you know that our ears also contain all the nerve endings in our body? So these one are, excuse me, very important that we blow, so that these are the areas that we energize. Okay, our back. So from the palm to the sole of the feet, the knee, the front knee, and the back knee. When we have the groin, the armpit, and the neck, they are all part of our lymphatic system. So if we, me, I love to blow my neck because it gives me that calming sensation. Okay. By the way, one of the effect of the terahertz water and terahertz frequency is the wave, the brain wave of a person that is resting is on 7.8 hertz. The terahertz, when you drink the water or you blow your body with the terahertz frequency, the first effect you will feel is that, oh, this feeling is so good. It And then after a few minutes, you feel you're calming down. There's a stress relief because of the viscosity of it lowers the viscosity that creates a brain wavelength. The one that you will experience is that it becomes the frequency that you're receiving is the same frequency in the brain wave of in our brain that is on a state of rest. So the neck is special, the armpit and the groin and the back of the knee, they are all for the lymphatic system. Of course, the back is also very important because it is where the spinal column is there, the bone marrow is there, and the spinal column is connected to all organs. So I have one lady, I was blowing her back for like 15 minutes, and she's wearing an eyeglasses, and she cannot read any text messages. Very poor eyesight when it's reading text messages or reading receipts or reading anything without eyeglasses. After 15 or 20 minutes of blowing the back, he said, "Oh my God, I it seems like there's light. It turns on the light, and now I can read my text messages or my receipt." So it's important that you do the back as much as possible. If not, then there are always ways like the sole of the foot, the palm. But if you are able to use it into your back, blow the back. And then we have, if you are high person having hypertension, don't use it on top. You use the blower around your face, around your head, but not on top. Okay. And also the butt. Okay, by the way, when we blow the back, uh front, from top to bottom, until the butt, you know we're activating our own stem cell. We're activating and stimulating our own stem cell. You know how important stem cell is. They are newborn, I would say. They are the new cells. They are always being reborn and regenerated. If we activate them, can you imagine how fast it will go to the areas of your body that needs help, that needs repair. Okay, if your body or your liver is sick, that is where it is going. Or where your kidney is not performing well, or your pancreas, or your heart, then the stem cells that are coming out from your own bone marrow is the one going to repair your body. Remember that our body eliminates, or all our cell dies. Okay, for example, in our blood system, our blood circulation, our blood system, they are changed 120 days. I want you to express this more potently. I would like to express this more, the importance. If we can regenerate the liver in 2 months, the cells change. The kidney in 2 months, the blood system in 120 days. Our whole body can regenerate and renew in 365 days. Even the brain cells, neurogenesis, new brain cells coming in, they have discovered that. Okay? So, can you imagine? Every part of our body is renewing. All old cells, they must die, and they are eliminated. And we have the ability to detoxify them. Our frequency, our terahertz frequency, once you blow them, it will identify. It will identify what is active cell, dormant cell, and unhealthy cell, or dead cell. And the dead cell and unhealthy cell, they will eliminate, liquefy, implode, and then detoxify. So every time you experience something that's not good in the body, but you are continuously doing your iTeracare device and your water, it is cleansing. It is cleansing. So uh the Lord is so good. He just made this device an instrument to self-heal, to 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 empower our body to do the self-healing. So it's the body. Our body is healing our own body through this device. And it's a technology. It's a science. We can explain why. But the quantum science is a gift. The optical quartz technology, or the optical quartz, the different minerals found in the glass, is a gift. And the terahertz frequency, were able to harness. The terahertz frequency is an electromagnetic one. We were able to harness and put this here. The three technology is in here. The quantum technology, the optical quartz technology, and then the terahertz frequency technology, all in here in this device. And this is a precious glass that is made, that when the heat comes out through the glass, it produces the terahertz frequency. What a wonderful invention. And I'm so grateful to the Lord that we, our age, us right now, our generation, were able to experience this.
Yes.
We're so sorry that the other generations, like 5 years ago, they were not able to find this kind of technology. But now it's available to us, and it's available not too expensive. It's not expensive for a price, and it can be used for 10 years,
Wow.
and it has product warranty, and it has a business. Oh my God, praise God.
Miss Eileen, you get me all excited again. I want to buy more. I have to tell you that I know I've heard speakers in the Philippines that say that their vision is of every household in their country having a iTeracare wand. It really puts healing back into our hands. So, everybody tonight, thank you so much for coming. We know that you probably have a lot of questions. There's a lot of material that we can share with you. I will post the video that I showed clips of. There's so much good content in that 1 hour video. I just shared the testimony section and there's more on the science of it and goes through all of the technologies that Eileen just shared. So I'll post that, and I want to urge everyone to listen to them. I know there's a lot of material. I always put it on double speed so I can listen faster to them all. But are there any questions that we can cover before we leave tonight? Please open up your mics or put in the chat if you have a question or a testimony of using the terahertz technology. So the question is there a business opportunity to this also? Absolutely, there is. And now that Miss Eileen is getting better, we are going to schedule a business review so that you can learn about the compensation plan and how it works and how to refer customers to us. Please make sure that we have your number or that you're in our Telegram channel. All right, I'm going to type in my number here in case you don't have Telegram. Then you're able to contact me, and I can make sure that I send you my reminders, or let you know when we're doing it.
Miss Remy, maybe you can tell them about how to get a Telegram app.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You know what I'll do? Telegram is an app. You can get it on your computer and on your phone devices. And it's free. And then you're going to download it, sign up for an account, and then we can send you an invitation to our Telegram channel. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to share with you the link. Once you are a member of Telegram, then you can get this link and sign up, or one of us can invite you to become a member of our channel. All right, so I'm grabbing the link for you now, and I will put it here in the Zoom chat. You could copy it, even if you're not quite ready to, you can save this link so that when you are in Telegram, you can click on it and boom, you're gonna be in our channel. We always are sharing information with one another when we find good videos and pamphlets, and that's where you can find the guide as well. As far as ordering procedures, we can also text that to you. We're developing a method so that it makes it simpler for ordering. But Miss Eileen Lee is a stockist in Nevada in the United States, which is a big deal. She is one of like a headquarters for this product and has a warehouse full of product that we can get out to you. Okay, next question. Or testimony too. I know a lot of you here on the call are already using the device. Anything to share? How about you, Henry George?
Yes.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Hey.
I wanted to say that I've been blessed with this opportunity in a sense where I was able to retrieve three classics compliments of the company. So I'm getting ready to ship one to a friend as a gift who was hit with a stroke. Actually, he was paralyzed from rugby. 7 years or 8 years ago, we used to play rugby, and he injured himself. And so I've been hearing so many wonderful, amazing results with people who have been either from a stroke, where they have to restart how to walk, how to open their hands. And I've seen many testimonies of friends, close friends, and see their results. And I'm just blown away. I really am just blown away. So I'm getting ready to ship one. Compliments to the company because I've been sharing it to a lot of people every day. It's my mission. I just look for sick people. Just
Well, I'm
and
thankful to Henry because it was his pastor who had a stroke, paralyzed on the right side, just like my husband. And
mm,
he was kind enough to share with me and to give me hope that there's something that I could do for my husband.
mm.
And to Henry, you heard the Vince's voice, huh?
Right, you mentioned that. Yes, I'm so excited. I think that's what motivated Uncle Joe to want himself.
Yes, yes. So exciting. Thank
Yes,
you, Henry, for sharing.
thank you.
Woo! Well, and there we have it, everybody. We're at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for tuning in to inquire about something that might change your life or that of a loved one. We appreciate your interest, and we are here to help you get started. We can get you a device as well as the guide and support. Miss Eileen, thank you so much. Please get better. All right.
Yes,
We will
I
book
will.
our next meeting
Yes.
to learn about the business side of things. All right.
Okay. Thank you
Aloha,
very
everyone.
Thank you, Amy. God bless.
God bless you all. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.